session. Data types variables are also covered. Now, JavaScript variable scope. Variable scope, nothing but from where we can use a variable simply. So suppose if you create a variable where we can access that variable. In some points, we cannot access a variable. Some points we can access a variable. So that will be decided based on the scope of the variable. A scope of the variable is the region or place of a program in which it is defined. That is a scope of a variable. We have two types of the scopes here, global variables and local variables. Very simple. Global variable can be accessed from the anywhere. We can define anywhere. Local variable can be defined within a block. Block is nothing but open and closing braces in JavaScript. Within that block only, we need to define the variable. That type of the variable is called a local variable, and we can access that variable within that block only. We cannot access that local variable from out of that particular block. See this example. HTML body onload equals to check scope. That is we use to execute a function. Okay, check scope is a function. As of now, of course, you may not have idea about the functions concept. We will discuss it in the coming sessions, but as of now, just remember onload is an attribute which is used to load a particular function. When you are trying to execute this program, at the time of the loading the code, automatically the function will be called. Which function will be called? Check scope. What is the name we are assigning to the attribute onload? That particular function will be executed. Okay. Then coming to the script type JavaScript, that is common. Already we covered that. Within the script body, var variable, my variable, assignment global. Global is a string data, string constant. Global within the double quotes, that is a string constant, and we are storing that word global within the variable my variable. Okay, then function. I will tell you about the functions in detail, but as of now, just remember, function is a keyword which is highlighted in the blue in color. Okay, this is function. This is a keyword, and check scope is a function name. Function is a keyword. Check scope is a function name. Within that function, what we are writing, the body of the function is variable, my variable. var is a keyword, my var is a variable name, and value we are assigning for the variable is local. Okay, this is how to declare a local variable. Observe here. In this example, this is a local variable and this is a global variable. Okay, so we are declaring this local. See now, this is one within this body, within the function, that is called local variable to that function, right? And if you are trying to print the value of document.write my variable, that will be printed the local variable value. What is the value we are assigning for the local variable? Local itself. For the better understanding, we are assigning the value local. To understand what is local, what is global, we are using same words. So if you observe the output of this program, this is the box. See now, the output is local only because we are trying to printing the value of my variable, where my variable value is local. That is what we assigned within this block. You must concentrate to understand this code. And then while we are giving the names to the variables, we need to follow some rules. Probably these rules are same in all programming languages. Okay, how to declare a variable in C? What are the rules we need to follow in C language? If you know that concept, probably same rules we are using in the JavaScript also. Okay, this is same for C, CPP, Java, Python, probably 99%. Now see what are the rules we need to follow while framing the variable name. That should not be a keyword. We should not use keyword name as a identifiers or as a variable names. For example, break, boolean. These two are keywords. If you use this keyword as a variable name, you will get an error. Okay, that is invalid. You should not use any keyword name as a variable name. And JavaScript variable name must start with a numericals. Must not start with the numericals. You should not start with the numericals. You must start with letter alphabet only. Otherwise, if you want to start with the underscore, also valid, but it is not suggestible. Always the suggestible method is start with alphabet. For example, if you write like this 123 test, if you are framing a variable name like 123 test, this is starting with numerical values. This is invalid. Okay, you should not give such type of the names as a variable names. That is invalid. And variable names are case sensitive. Already we covered this point in the last session also. See, name. In this name, n is capital. In the second name, all are lowercase letters. So these two are completely different. JavaScript treats these two are completely different. So these are some rules we need to follow while giving the name to the variables. Coming to the reserved words of the Java, reserved word means it has a special meaning. If you observe the word reserved, the meaning of the word is already reserved. The meaning given by the developers to that particular word. As a user of the JavaScript, you are not allowed to change the existing meaning. Those words are called reserved words. For example, if, else, for, true, false, okay, double, inter, all these are reserved words, keywords, because already they have some predefined meaning, which is given by the developer of the JavaScript. Okay, this is the list of this is the reserved words list in the JavaScript. Every language maintains its own set of reserved words. Then next concept is operators. This is very basic concept. Operator is nothing but a symbol which is used to perform a particular task. We have different type of the operators. How we have the same concept in the C and CPP. In the same way, here also we have the same concept, very basic part. See the different categories of the operators: arithmetic operators, comparison operators, logical operators, assignment operators, conditional operator. This conditional operator is also called as ternary operator. If you have the idea about the operators concept in C language or CPP or Java, this is very easy to understand because 90% of the similarity you can find here. See the list of the arithmetic operators. And this is very simple: plus, minus, multiplication, division, modulus, division, and increment, decrement operators. These are called arithmetic operators. As we know, plus for the addition, minus for the subtraction, multiplication, star symbol, division. Okay, and modulus division, you will get only quotient. Division operator, you will get the remainder. Increment, decrement, increment operator is used to increment the given value by 1. Suppose a value is 10. If you write a plus plus, the value becomes 11 because 1 is added to the existing value. That is increment value. So decrement operator means it is used to decrement the value by 1. For example, a value is 10. If you write a minus minus, the value of a will be 9. Okay. Now, important point is addition operator works for the numerical values as well as strings also. See the example. Suppose we have a within the double quotes. In the note we have here, okay, a within the double quotes plus 10. If you write this statement, it will give the result as a 10. Nothing but in this case, this plus operator work as a concatenation operator. Nothing but it combines two values, a10, a10. A is string value, 10 is numerical value. It concatenate those two and give the result a10. Okay. Now this is the example program to understand the arithmetic operators. Very simple program. See, script as usual. Within the script, we declared a, b, c. A value is 33, B value is 10, and C value is test. And we created one more variable, line break. You can give any name, a line break, nothing but I want to give you a break. Simply, I want to print some statement in the next line, new line. For the better understanding, for the better readability, I am creating one break, one line. No. See here, document dot write. Document dot write. So now I want to print a plus b value. Before printing the actual value, I want to give the statement like a plus b is equal to. This is the output. Now see, this is the output. In the output, I want to print like this, a plus b equal to 43. I want to print this. This is the output what I'm expecting. Okay. So to print a plus b equal to 43 like this, I'm writing here a plus b equal to within the double quotes. Okay. You must write within the double quotes. Document dot write within the double quotes a plus b equal to. Whatever you write within the double quotes, that will be printed as it is. After that, see result assignment a plus b. What are the values we have? A in A and B. A value is 33, B value is 10, right? So 33 plus a 10, 43. The 43 value will be stored in the variable result. Now I want to print that. Document dot write result. So then result value will be printed. See here in the output, A plus B equal to 43. Okay. That is the output of this block, these four statements. Right. So in these four statements, I am implementing plus operator only. In the same way, you can write the statement for the implementation of the subtraction operator, division, modulus division, and so on. Increment or decrement operators. Clear? Very simple, I hope. This is how to implement arithmetic operators. Now, comparison operators. This is also very simple. Is equal to or equal to operator, not equal to operator, less than, greater than, or equals to, less than or equals to. Nothing new here. If you know CRCPP, very simple. So this is the simple program to understand comparison operators. Go through this, you can understand it easily. Okay, nothing new here. Coming to the logical operators, this is also very basic thing. Logical and or not. We have three types of the logical operators. The meaning is same as C, CPP, Java. Okay, logical and, logical or, logical not. This is used to combine multiple conditions, logical and, logical or, and a logical not. It is used to reverse the value of the any condition, because true value becomes false, false value becomes true if you apply logical not. Coming to the bitwise operators, bitwise and or, exclusive or, bitwise not, left shift, right shift with 0. This is also very common thing. Okay. You can write easily these topics if you have any basic idea of the C language also. Just go through the headings, you will get the idea. Because same concept covered in C, CPP, Java, etc. Assignment operators, this is also common thing. Assignment, simple assignment, plus assignment. You must understand what is a plus assignment. Plus assignment means that is just like a shortcut notation. Suppose we have an expression like C assignment C plus A. C assignment C plus A, where we have the same variable C at the left hand side of the assignment operator and at the right hand side of the assignment operator. When you have this type of the expressions, when the same variable is repeated at the left and right hand side of the assignment operator, you can use these compound assignment operators: plus assignment, minus assignment, multiplication assignment, division assignment, and modulus division assignment. So same statement, C assignment C minus A, we can write like C minus assignment A. Okay, in place of C assignment C minus A, you can write C minus assignment A. These two are valid. Those two are same, exactly same. Okay, this is how to implement compound assignment operators. Then some other operators. So here we have type of operator and conditional operator. As the name suggests, the type of operator is used to know data type of a given operand. Type of, okay. As the name suggests, this is used to know data type of a given variable. Then conditional operator, that is ternary operator. It has some parts. When a condition is true, some value will be executed. If the given condition is false, another value will be executed. I will show you that. See this, this is the example program to understand conditional operator. Observe here, document.write A greater than B, question mark, 100, colon, 200. This is the syntax of conditional operator or ternary operator. Okay. If A greater than B is true, okay, if A greater than B is true, how you are going to evaluate? Because already we have some values with A and B. Na? A value is 10, B value is 20. A greater than B, 10 greater than 20. Actually, that is false. If this condition is false, the value what we have after the colon, that will be the answer. Okay. Then, if this condition is true, for example, A less than B, obviously this is true because A value is 10, B value is 20. Na? 10 less than 20, that is true. If this given value is true, the answer for this conditional operator is 100. What is the value we have before the colon? That will be the answer of this conditional operator. Like this, you need to understand conditional operator. I repeat, if the condition is true, the statement 1, which is located before the colon, that will be executed. That will be the answer. If that is false, the value what we have after the colon, that will be the answer. Right? Then JavaScript if-else statement. So as of now, we covered very basic things. And next one is conditional operators concept. Here we have different type of the conditional structures, or you may use control statements to are valid. We have if else, if statements, switch case statements, and so on. Within the control statements, we have looping statements also. Okay, we'll discuss those one by one. This is very important to understand. First, start with if else statement. As you know, I think in C, same concept here also. We are going to write a condition. If the condition is true, the following statement or if block will be executed. If the given condition is false, else block will be executed. You know already, you may learn this sentence in the C language. Same thing you can write here also. Same rule we implementing in JavaScript also. See the syntax. This is also equivalent to the C language syntax. If expression, nothing but condition, simply. Okay, the condition is also an expression actually. If expression, within the if block, what are the statements you want to execute? If the expression is true, you need to write those statements here. See this example code. Variable age assignment 20. If age greater than 18. So how to evaluate this? What is the value we have in the age? 20. Na? So if 20 greater than 18, obviously that is true. So if this is true, then only the if block statement or statements will be executed. What is the statement we have within this if block? Document.write qualifies for the driving. So if your age is greater than 18, you can qualify for the driving license. You will get qualified to get the driving license. This is the meaning of the statement. Okay. If this condition is false, the statement will not be executed. Right? Suppose if you change the value of age like 10, for example, variable age assignment 10, write 10 in place of 20. If age greater than 18, age is 10. If 10 greater than 18, obviously that is false now. In this case, the if statement will not be executed. This will be ignored. The complete statement will be ignored by the compiler. That will not be executed. So this is how to understand if. Coming to the else, we have two blocks here. One is if block and else block. If this condition is true, this statement or these statements will be executed. If this condition is false, the else block will be executed. Very simple. See the example code. If age greater than 18, where age value is 15, if 15 greater than 18, that is false now. So in this case, this if block will not be executed. That comes to the else part. And what is the code or what are the codes, what are the statements of the code you have written, those will be executed. Here we have only one statement, document.write doesn't qualify for the driving, okay, because this is false. It doesn't have the age greater than 18, right? So this is how to implement if else. Then if you want to check multiple conditions, in the previous examples we have seen that we checked only one condition, if age greater than 18 or not, only one condition. Suppose if you want to check multiple conditions, what we need to do, how to develop the code. So when you want to check multiple conditions, you can go for the if else if statement. See the syntax, if expression 1 and create the blank, write the statements. These statements will be executed when the expression 1 is true only. If this expression 1 value is true, then only this if block related statements, or what are the statements or statement you have written within this block, that will be executed. The expression may or may not be true, we don't know, right? When the expression is false, the second condition is going to be checked, else if expression 2. Now if this statement, if this expression 2 is true, the following statements or the block of the statements of this else if will be executed. Like this, how many conditions you want to frame, that many conditions you can frame. If that particular expression is true, the code, the statements related to that particular expression only will be executed. Whenever all the expressions becomes false, whenever all the expressions are false, then only the else part will be executed. Okay, say this syntax, you can understand this. See this example program for the better understanding of else if. So this is as usual, and coming to here, variable book assignment mass. If book is equal to history, if the book is a history book, okay, that is the meaning of this one. But what we stored mass in the variable book already now. If book is equal to history, open braces, that is creating the block, document dot write be nothing but bold, that the text will be displayed in the bold, history book. If that book is a history book, I want to display history book in the bold. But evaluate this. What was the value we stored in the book variable? Mass. So this is compared. Okay. If book already we stored mass, na, mass is equal to history. No, those two are different. So in this case, this becomes false. That's why I want to check one more condition. Else if book is mass, book is equal to mass. If the given book is a mass book, then I want to print mass book in the bold. Else if that may not be a mass, that may not be history also, I want to check with another condition. If the book is economics books, If it is true, I want to print like economics book. Like, so how many conditions you want to frame, that many you can. Coming to this example, what will be the output? We stored already mass. That's why this part else if book is equal to mass, this becomes true. When it becomes true, this particular black statement only will be executed, remaining all will not be executed. Okay, so if you observe the output, see now, math book, mass book, this only will be executed. And whenever if it reaches to any true black, it exits from the complete if else block. This is the if na. Where is the closing point? This one. This is the closing point of the else if ladder. It reaches to this point. And after that, if you have written any code, that will be executed. In this code, we have written one more point after the closing of the script. Just a simple HTML tag, P, paragraph tag. Set the variable to different value and then try. This is for your purpose to understand the concept. We are writing this here. Just change this value. For example, variable book assignment history. Change this maths value to history and try to execute the same program. You will get like history book, like that. Next, switch case. So we can use multiple if else if statements as we discussed in the previous examples. That is a multi-way branch. Okay, that is called multi-way branch statements. But however, this is not always the best solution, especially when all of the branches depend on the single value. Okay, if we are developing else if ladders and we are using only single variable every time, in such cases, using the if else if is not suggestible. In such cases, you can go for the switch case that is best suitable. Otherwise, if you want to check multiple variable values with each and every else if condition, for example, if condition 1, I'm using variable x, else if condition 2, in the condition 2, I'm using y variable. Like if you use different variables in each and every else if condition, go for the else if, that is suggestible. But if you same variable for the every condition, in such cases, switch case is suggestible method. Go for the switch case. See the syntax of the switch case. Switch expression, we need to frame a condition. Keyword case, CASE case is a one of the keyword or reserved word. Already we covered topic just now, na? Reserved words. Case is a reserved word. Space, condition 1. You need to write one condition like A less than B, A greater than B, and so on. Otherwise, simply you can write a variable name also, any value also. Okay, 1, 2, 3, like that. After that, you can write a single statement or multiple statements and break statement. Okay, this is the syntax of the switch case. Switch expression, one case value break. In the same way, case condition to statements break, like that. How many cases you want to write, that many cases you can write. And finally, you can write breaks default statement. Observe here in the at the bottom of the syntax, default colon. Each and every point is very important here. Default colon. You must write colon also. Default colon. If all these conditions are failed, if the value of all these cases is not matching with this switch value, in that case, default case will be executed. Okay. Now, what is the importance of the break statement here is the break statement indicate the end of the particular case. Break, 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 like this. This is used to indicate the ending point of the case. If they are omitted, the interpreter would continue executing each statement in each of the following cases. What does it mean? If you are not writing the break statement, the JavaScript treats all these statements are a single case. If you are not writing the break here, for example, so this statement is also treated as a condition 1 statement. So to separate the cases, you must write break. See the flow chart of the switch case. First, we need to write the expression or condition. If that value is equal to the case 1, that relevant code will be executed. That case 1 relevant code. What is the code we have written in the case 1? That only will be executed. Remaining will not be executed. After execution of this code 1, that directly reaches to the ending point of the switch case. Okay, that directly reaches to the ending point of the switch case. For example, if that value is not matching with case 1, then it is going to check case 2 value with the switch value. That also may or may not be true. If that is true, case 2 statements only will be executed. If that is false, again it's going to check case 3 value and so on. So how many cases you want to write? That many cases you can write. Finally, the default case, default. If all these cases are not matching with the switch expression value, in that case, the default case will be executed. See this example code to understand switch case. Now see. So observe here in the script, we are creating one variable grade and assigning a constant a, character constant a, right? And document dot write entering into the switch black. For better understanding, we are writing like that. We are entering into the switch black. For switch, we are passing a parameter grade or simply switch. Within the bracket, we have the grade, but we stored already a in the variable grade. Observe here. Already we stored the character a in the variable grade. When you write grade, automatically it takes the value of the grade variable. What is the value of the variable grade? So it is going to compare this switch value with all the case values. Now observe case space, the value of the case is a. If the switch value is matching with this case value, then this statement will be executed. Document dot write good job. Whatever you write, that will be executed. Then break. This is ending point of the case A. Yes. See now. So here we are writing switch grade. The grade value is A. So this switch value is compared with first case value. What is the first case value? A. Switch value is also A. So these two values are matched. That's why this statement only will be executed. Good job will be printed as an output. Now see, entering into the switch black, that is common. Good job is the result from the cases. Now, suppose coming to the case B. What is this case value? B case. What is the switch expression value? A. A is not equal to B na? That's why these statements will be skipped. Case B related statement will be skipped. Then again, case C value will be compared with the switch value whenever it is not matching only. But in our case, already the switch value is matched with this case. But we are discussing if not matching, that will go for the second. I repeat, if the switch value is matched with first case, it won't compare the remaining cases. Directly it is going to exit from the switch case. But whenever the first case value is not matched with the switch value, then only it is going for the second case. If second case value is also unmatched with the switch expression, it is going for the third case and so on. If all the given cases are unmatched with the switch, then it's go for the default case. See now, default. Okay. For example, if I store Z in the variable grade, observe this statement, variable grade assignment A. In this place, in the place of the A, if I write Z, in that case, all these case values are unmatched A, B, C, D because our switch expression value is Z. Na? So in that case, all the cases are unmatched with the switch. In that cases, the default keyword we have written a default now. So this default case will be executed. You will get the output unknown grade. Okay, like you must understand this code. Done. This is the code. This helpful to you to understand the importance of the break statement. See this code. So in this code, same code what we have written previously, but what I have done is I removed the break statement. Observe clearly. Case A, document write good job. That is as usual, but I removed break statement here. In the same way, I removed the break statement for the all the cases. Case A, case B, case C, D, F. For the all the cases, I removed break statement. Okay. Remaining is as it is. But if you execute the same program now, you will get the output like this. Entering into the switch block, good job, pretty job, passed, not so good, fail. Why we are getting all these things? Because see, each and every case will be executed, even though the given expression value is matched with the first case only, the remaining cases also will be executed because there is no break statement. There is no terminating point for the case. You are not separated the cases. That's why whenever it founds a matching case, from that case onwards, remaining all cases also will be executed. That is the reason we are getting all these in the output. Now next is looping concept. So generally looping concept is used to execute single statement or set of the statements repeatedly. Write once, execute multiple times. Okay. Suppose if you want to print welcome 10 times, a simple example. So no need to write the same document that write welcome 10 times. You can write only one time and execute the same statement 10 times with help of the looping concept. That is the advantage of the looping concept. Very simple example to understand looping concept. So to implement this looping concept, we have the several structures, several looping concept like while, do while, and for loop. This is same as the C language again. Same syntax, same concept, same implementation. Okay, everything is same. If you know already, no need to read again also. Directly you can write that concept. So see the syntax, while expression, statement or statements to be executed if the given expression is true. See this code, variable count assignment 0. Then document.write starting loop that will be printed as it is. But coming to this is the important point here. While count less than 10. What is the value we have in the variable count? 0, right? So while 0 less than 10. So is this condition true? Obviously 0 less than 10. The condition is true now. If this condition is true, then only it is going to enter into this block. What is the block? This is a starting point of the block. So this is going to enter into the block. And what is the statement or what are the statements you have within this block? Those will be executed. Now see document.write current count within the double quotes that will be printed as it is place count value. Here the meaning of the place is not addition operator, it is concatenating, adding, combining, okay, not summation. Just the count value will be printed after this current count. Okay, so what is the value of count? 0 as of now. Okay, 0 value will be printed. Break is nothing but it is used to create new line, just like a backslash n in C language. Then count plus plus. Here plus plus is an increment operator. Just now we discussed in the arithmetic operators, na plus plus minus minus, increment and decrement operators. So what is the count value at this moment? 0. But count plus plus means 0 plus 1. So count value becomes 1 now. It reaches to the ending point of the block. But important point is this is the looping concept that should be redirected to the starting point again. Observe here from this statement that should be redirected to this statement again. Now count value becomes 1. 1 less than 10. That is also true. If it is true, then again need to enter into the body of the while. So same again current count. Then count value is 1. 1 will be printed. If you observe the output screen, see now starting loop we will printed out of the loop. Current count 0 in the first iteration. Current count 1 second iteration, current count 2 third iteration, and so on. Like this, that count will be executed until the given condition is false. If the condition is true, that will be executed. Whenever the condition becomes false, then only the execution of this loop will be terminated. Until that, until that these statements will be executed again and again. Okay. So count value 0. In the second iteration, count value becomes 1. And next iteration, count value becomes 2. Next iteration, count value becomes 3, and so on 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10. And the next 11. So whenever that count values reaches to 11, while 11 less than 10, the condition becomes false. Then only it comes out from this while loop. And if you have any statement out of the while loop, those will be executed. In this example, we have one statement out of the while loop, that is document.write loop stopped. So for the understanding purpose, we are writing this document.write loop passed or loop stopped. Now in the output screen also understand it, loop stopped will be printed. Okay. After that, if you want to write anything, you can. Otherwise, if you don't want to write, you can erase it directly. No need to write this. Okay. Next one. See this? After the while, we have the do while. So this is probably similar to the while loop, but the thing is here we have one more keyword do. Do statements, and we need to write the while expression at the end of the do. See, do, open the black, write the statement, close the do. After that, we need to write while statement, while count less than 5. You must write the condition here. You must remember, here we must write the semicolon for the while statement. Okay, this is do while. But in the while statement, just now we discussed about while. In that while, you should not write the semicolon for the while statement. Okay, at the end of the while statement, you should not write the semicolon in while loop. But this is the do while loop. In this, you must write the semicolon at the end of the while statement. This is the major difference between while and do while. And one more difference is, so the execution starts from here, right? So first starting loop will be printed. See now in the output also, first you will get starting loop. After that, coming to the do loop enters into the body. Now observe here, here we are not checking any condition. In the while loop, first we checked the condition. Now see here, while count less than 10. Here we are using one expression, one condition. If this condition is true, then only we can enter into this loop. If the condition is true, then only we can enter into the while loop. But coming to the do while loop, here we don't have any condition besides the do. That's why without checking the condition, we can enter into the loop in the first iteration. Okay, so see document dot write current count will be displayed as it is. The output screen also you can observe this current count concatenated with the value of the count. What is the value of the count? 0 na? So 0 is printed in this place. See the output screen, current count is 0. So 0 will be printed. Break for the next line. Count plus plus. Count value will be incremented by 1. What is the count value at this point? 0. Count plus plus means 0 plus 1. 1. Count value becomes 1. So it reaches to the ending point of the do while. As it is a looping concept, first after execution of the first iteration, we are going to check the condition. This is very important part. In the while loop, we are checking the condition. If the condition is true, then only we are entering into the loop. But in the do while, without checking the condition also, we can execute the statements in the first iteration. After that, we can check the condition. If this condition is true, then only that is going to redirect it to the loop again. So the statements will be executed again. Again, the condition will be checked. If it is true, again that is going to redirect it to the black. Statements will be executed, checking the condition, execution, checking the condition and execution and so on. Whenever this condition becomes false, the execution will be stopped. It comes from this black and it goes to the next statement, like next statements. Okay, these statements will be executed. So you need to focus, you must practice this to understand the concept. So this is enough for today's session. In the next session, we discuss the remaining looping concept and functions concept and arrays concept also. So with that, at least black 2 also will be covered as per your syllabus. Yeah, any doubts? If anyone have any doubts, you can ask me. Still any doubts? Okay, anyway. So I will share this document also. Already I shared this document with you, but I added some more topics to the existing document. The updated documents also will be shared to you. Go through with that. And still, if you get any doubts, you can ask in the next session also. Right. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.